Okay, I'm here with the new coach of the Governor Mifflin Mustangs, Nick Morresey, here in the EasternPFootball.com LNP interview booth. Boy, that was a mouthful, but I'll tell you what, Nick, it's great to see you. And, we talked a little bit, when you came in here that, it's been a pretty good offseason. Talk a little bit about what this offseason has been like for you and Governor Mifflin football.
Yeah, so first and foremost, we have a really strong group of senior leaders coming back, and that was huge. Being this my first year in a transition year, it's tough if you don't have seniors that are going to take the bull by the horn and lead. And we've just had a very consistent offseason starting in January. We've had 40 to 50 kids there at all of our workouts, and that just built into the summer. And the 11th grade class is really strong, and they're doing a good job, taking the bull by the horns and listening to the seniors. And then the coaching staff, putting together a coaching staff, right?
Talk about that. I mean, that could take up this whole interview as well as far as the story. Talk about the guys that are on your staff right now.
Yeah, so we feel we went out and got the best of the best. Hall of Fame coach Mick Vecchio is coming back to run the offense. And then his sons, Mike and Doc. We went out and got a quarterback coach that played in the system, knows the system, played under Mick Vecchio and Jeff Lang. So we really just want to bring things back to the way that we were doing them for 20 plus years that built all the success that we've had.
Yeah, a couple down years here, but as you talked about, I mean, a lot of returning players, and you guys here in Section 2, I mean, it's still kind of new, with the LL League and the Berks teams, right?
Oh yeah, it's been great because it's really competitive. And you get to see teams and schools that are doing new things week in and week out. So everywhere from triple option to no back and everywhere in between. And the challenging part is now there's no such thing as an unprepared coaching staff. I mean, all these guys know what they're doing and they're really well coached. So it's definitely new and it's been a challenge. So
and you talked a little bit about, everything old is new again with Governor Mifflin on the offensive side?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the theme. We wanted to really bring it back to exactly the way we did things under Coach Lang and Coach Vecchio for 20 plus years, and the kids know that. Now, a lot of what we were doing with Coach Lang was the same, so it wasn't major changes, but we're just going to really bring back, the old languages that we use, specifically with throwing the ball, and just kind of the way that, we've done things to get us to where we were.
Yeah, and, talk a little bit about, obviously for you personally, what this means to head up, the tradition of Governor Mifflin football.
Well, it's a huge undertaking, and it can't be done on its own. What Coach Vecchio and Coach Lang did with the size school of Governor Mifflin, graduating 300, maybe 400 kids in a class, and competing with Harrisburg, Wilson West Lawn.
Now you're back up to 6A, though.
Yeah, now we are. But what they were able to do, I mean, that was awesome. So it is a big job and certainly can't be done on its own. You got to have the right guys around you.
Yeah, the right guys around you, and it looks like you've surrounded yourself with that. And, how's the community reacted too? Because there's been a lot of changes there at Governor Mifflin from the facilities perspective. The new facility there that, with new weight room and locker rooms and everything. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, just the excitement and the buzz is in the air. I mean, these kids walk into our facilities, and it's something that they can feel really proud of. And everybody that we bring into the facilities, it's eye-opening because everything's been done first rate. And that's a credit to our administration and our community because they wanted to commit to having the best for all of our athletes, and they certainly did it.
Yeah, they certainly did it. I mean, truth be told, I drive by just about every other day. I only live about 3 blocks from the school, but, the buzz is definitely around Governor Mifflin football. So, obviously, you talked about the fact that, you're going back to, the old single or the veer or the single wing. But talk a little bit about, some of the players that you're going to rely on this season to make that offense and defense, work.
Well, the heart of our team is our offense and defensive line. We're really deep in those positions, and we're big and we're strong. And we tell the offense and defensive line, this season is going to go where you guys go. We feel we have the ability to compete with everybody up front. And if that happens, we have enough skilled kids behind to be able to wear teams down and do our thing. To find our way in the fourth quarter and grind things out.
Well, I tell you what, Nick, it's a pleasure seeing you. I mean,
It's always great.
and, we didn't color coordinate I had nothing to do with the color
He's
coordination.
a Mustang at heart, so.
Well, listen, Nick, thanks so much, and best of luck this season, all
Thank
right?
you.
All right, more interviews on the way.